outside single. We have head outside, drive up, dump, send to the butt, step across, we switch to a double, power lift, back arm goes deep. We have those three finishes on the head outside high. Head outside low, we have head outside single, partner sprawls, rotate double, we just finished up. All right, that's for the partner sprawls. Now there's another common reaction that you guys are going to get to a lot. I said this yesterday. The last 10 years in wrestling, scrambling has increased big time. Scrambling has increased big time. You've got to finish solid to get your points. If you don't finish solid, all right, with scrambling now, it's going to be tough. So you always got to finish solid. Well, a big scramble move, when you hit a head outside single, they prevent you from getting to their feet and they don't let you get an angle, they're going to go to a crackdown position. All right, this is a really common reaction. This is when I hit a head outside single and my partner's going to go to his hip. All right, I have a few techniques here that we can finish, but I would say more recently, last 5 years, a crackdown position has really increased big time in the sport of wrestling, along with scrambling. But this is when if Jackson has a head outside single on me, right, I'll show you the defensive position first, and then we're going to work to beat it. A sprawl is when my legs kick back and I bring my hips in. That's a sprawl. All right. This position that we're going to get to is called a crackdown. This is when Jackson has my right leg. He has a head outside single. He's got my right leg. This is when I take my left leg, my free leg. I'm going to step it up. My left leg steps up, and I'm going to rotate. Before, guys, we wanted to get this angle on a rotate double. What I want defensively, my left leg steps up. This is when he gets in deep. I don't want him to get to his feet. I'm going to scramble here. All right, left leg steps in. I'm going to lock my hands around his waist, and I'm going to sit to my right hip. From here, I step up, I rotate down, and I get to this position. All right, notice he's still on my leg. Stay right there. He's still on my leg. My lock is around his waist, and I'm really tight with him. This is called a crackdown. My goal, I want to beat Jackson's shoulder. All right, I'm going to try to scoop and beat his shoulder so then I can step over this near ankle and bring my hips up, or I can go cradle. All right, but my goal is I'm trying to beat this shoulder and get this angle. All right, if I can, then I'll bring my hips up, I'll get on top, or I'll try to cradle. Or guys, I'll get a stalemate. I'll stop him from getting the takedown. So that's a crackdown position. Again, Jackson hits a head outside single. I'm not scrolling my legs back. That's for a rotate double. There's a different reaction. Left leg steps up. Left leg steps up and I rotate here. And I'm locking my hands and I'm staying really, really tight with them. Here, I'm staying really tight with them. And my left knee is blocking here. And I'm squeezing. This is a tough position to score. All right, I have two or three different techniques that I'm going to show you guys in this position. We usually don't show this a lot at camp. All right, hold on real quick. We usually don't show this a lot at camp, so I wanted to show something different for you guys. This first technique, it helped me big time. My redshirt freshman year, I was in the Big Ten for third and fourth place. I hit a head outside single. I was wrestling Tommy Thorne from Minnesota. I was in on a head outside single. I was able to do this technique. He had a crackdown on me. I got back points. I got the takedown that helped me win the match. So I hit it a lot in college. And it's a really simple technique, but really effective in a crackdown position. So I hit a head outside single on Jackson. This time, cannot get to my feet. All right, because he's not letting me get to my feet. He's going right to a crackdown, and I can't go to a rotate double. So he's going to lock around my waist. He's going to start to sit, and I get in this position right here. Now, right now, my right knee is inside, my left knee is outside. I'm splitting his leg. What I want, guys, I'm going to take both my knees to the inside of his legs. You guys see that? Real simple. So I'm here. He goes to a crackdown. I keep my shoulder in. I keep my hips down and back. My left knee that's on the outside is going to come inside. And I'm going to shoot this leg out. I pull his leg out. So I'm here. Left leg steps in. Or left knee comes in, and I block his heel, and I take it out. Now, guys, once I'm there, I'm going to post on my forehead, and I'm going to lift his ankle, and I'm going to start to elevate it. So I post on my forehead, I lift, and I do a shallow step. I'm not stepping up real big. I keep my hips really low. I don't want him to roll me over the top. So I'm just shelving this leg. Now I take my left hand and I lock his leg out here. And then my right hand, this is what I did to Tommy Thorne. I shot my right hand through and I was able to get to a double leg. Right hand, swim through. I got to a double. There I locked his hip out. I was able to get some back points and I got the takedown. If you can't get your arm through to a double, he's really blocking with his left knee. Turn this way. Turn. So I'm here. My knee comes to the inside. I take that leg out. I'm lifting. If he's blocking with his knee here, where I can't switch to a double, that's fine. I drop my right hand down and I catch his heel. I'm going to run my hips, just like the counter to the barnyard roll, where we hit our hip. I'm in a very, very similar position. There I let go of the top leg, and I can step over this bottom leg here. Swim my right arm out, and I'm in this position. So, crack down position, head outside single. He sits, he's locking around my waist, he's really tight. I take both my knees inside, I slide his leg out, and then the key for this, crack down, I'm strong here, but once I start lifting this leg up on him, what happens? Right, I'm not that flexible, number one. Usually if someone's hitting a crack down, they're pretty flexible if they scramble. But what happens is I get this leg really, really tight and it's forcing him to go towards his back. In college, if I'm towards my back, there's a danger call. All right, a lot of scrambling. Once you get towards your back, danger, they usually bail. In high school, you don't have that call. But when I start elevating this leg and getting him towards his back, he's going to feel in danger or he's going to bail. So, one or two more times here. Head outside single. Here, I get in. He goes crack down. Here, I post. I'm keeping my hips back. Both my knees go to the inside. My goal is to get this leg elevated. I slide it out first, and then I elevate by shelving it to my leg. Now, if I can, I'll switch to a double. I'll take it to the back. If I can't, if I'm here and I can't get my arm through to a double, that's fine. I'll drop it down to the heel, and I'll run my hips to the opposite side of the head here. Just like a counter to a barnyard roll. There I'll drop that arm, I'll step over, and I got him here in this position. So you'll get to this a lot. It's really common now, last 5-10 years, crack down position where they try to sit in the corner. Stay tight with your shoulder and his hip. Both knees come in, slide that leg out, shelf it. And if you can, swim your arm to a double. If not, drop it to a heel and run your hips. Any questions, guys? Partner, if you need help with a crack down, we'll be around to help you. If you've never hit a crack down before, make sure to step up with your free leg and go to your right hip. If he's on your right leg, go to your right hip and lock around his waist. Yeah, one more time. Yep, one more time. Head outside single. Here, he goes crack down. Here, I follow him, and I stay back. Hips stay low. Both my knees come in. I slide the leg out, and I elevate. This is the whole key to the technique. Elevate to here. I'm starting to elevate this leg to get him back towards his butt and his back. If I can, switch to a double. I'll switch to a double. If not, drop my hand down, and I run my feet to the outside to here. Head outside single, crack down, finish. Let's do it. 1, 2.